around this time because the red light cuts on and it's just like the transformation happens. It's like the energy changes and you know that we live in front of whoever decided to be with us tonight. You are here with us tonight on the Literally Anything podcast for the people. Welcome as always 3 times. Welcome to the show, everybody. How the hell is everybody doing? Hope you guys had a good week.
So far, so good, my brother.
Hey, yeah, that's all we can ask for, right? Pour some ice for the libations, pardon me. So for our regulars, as you can see, we got a slightly different panel with us tonight. First off, let me start by apologizing. I am trash at promo this week. I had like real life professional goals and things to do in the last couple of weeks, and that took a lot of my focus away, and it kind of all came to a conclusion this week. So I pledge a little more commitment, but I've been trash. I have not dropped any Spotify episodes in 2 weeks. I did little to no promo at all for this show tonight, and that's and I apologize to my guests for that and to the supporters. But what I will tell you is that I will make sure the clips get out of this. We run it back and we run up the streams on the Spotify and on the iHeart and all the other places too. We're gonna make sure we get that done. So that's how I start. But how we always start in here with this situation is we get in the hot takes at the beginning of our show all the time. Before we do anything else, we get some opinions going. We say some shit that might be a little controversial. We piss a few people off just to get those conversational juices flowing. That's what this is for. But before we do hot takes, I'll let everyone introduce themselves as they do before they do their hot takes, because I'm getting ahead of myself.
Mm-hmm.
G&T Sports, my man Tony Promoter. See, I'm getting ahead of myself because everybody except for one person has been here before. You've introduced yourself. You've been in this space, so we know you. But we're going to do it the right way. Tony Promoter, welcome back, good brother.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you for having me again. You know what I mean?
Man,
it's like family, man.
Thing at this point. Ain't another thing at this point. Talk to us about G&T, man. Introduce your cohort, and then I'll introduce Ty. Talk to us a little bit about the G&T situation. Just a brief intro.
All right, so G&T Sports Talk is a sports podcast that me and my guy Kev that you see with me today. He's here. It's actually
shout out to our brother's named Kev. Go ahead.
Yeah. And it's actually 4 of us. It's a 4-man team. The other 2 guys couldn't make the night. That's Larry and Joel. You know what I mean? And Larry, aka Captain, and Joel, aka Bird Gang. He likes the pigeons. Eagles. But yeah, so that guy.
We're not gonna keep doing this all night. We're gonna keep it clean tonight, man. It's not even goddamn football season.
But it's football season 364 with me. So we got a sports podcast, man, and the name is G&T Sports Talk. That's our IG page. Follow us. We got the link. We go live every Wednesday at 8:00. We talk about sports, man. Philly, obviously, we Philly based with a lot of the sports, but we cover everything. So it was a vision that I had. I want to say about a year or 2 ago. As far as starting a podcast, and I voiced that with the guy Larry, who I work with, and I work with Kevin as well. And they have a podcast called Geeks at the Nerd Table, where they talk about comics, Marvel, things like that. And so aside of them doing the comic thing, they wanted to also do a sports podcast. And Larry said, I guess him and Kev got to talking and was like, yo, it'd be dope if we was to assemble this team, which included myself, Joel, and a few other guys that didn't make it on. But, we formed it. It's like I said, we talked about this about a year ago. Start filming probably about 7 months ago, and the wheels ain't fall off yet, and they not gonna fall off. So we here to stay, man. We rocking and rolling, man. We trying to run the numbers up. So G&T Sports Talk on IG. Follow us, y'all.
No doubt. Kev, what's going on, man? How you feeling about the venture so far? You enjoying the G&T situation?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like Tone said, me and Larry and all 3 of us work at the same place, and it started out 2 years ago where me and Larry were sitting there just talk. Even before the podcast, we always talked about what the next Marvel movie or DC, like comic book related stuff. And then we always thought, like, would it be cool to have a podcast? So, fortunately enough, we have a friend, George, who's also part of the pod, works at a studio, and we all got together, and it was just destiny at that point. And then a couple months later, a year later, we did G&T Sports with Tone and Joel. I mean, it's been going good, man. I mean, can't ask for anything better. We just got press passes this last week with Comic-Con. Philadelphia Comic-Con just went by. I never thought we would get that far, and so far, everything's just been going good, man.
Can't ever limit the thinking. You got to think it. If nothing else, you got to think it.
Absolutely.
Think it, brother Ty, aka something clever as fuck, which is indeed something clever as fuck. Ty, you've been on many different publications, and you're no rookie at this. You've had a few ventures.
That was clear code to say that I'm an old man, and I guess you're right about that. But I mean, a million years ago, I can recall a TM87 Presents Urban Sports Talk sports show that we did on internet radio.
We were ahead of our time, goddammit.
I mean,
we were ahead of our time.
All we had to do was stay on it. But if we'd have had that crystal ball, I'd have fucking around and hit the lottery. So
yeah, how about it, right? Other things would have happened as well, indeed. But
but also of formerly of Podcast Boys, and now I'm just chilling until I do what's next. I thought what was interesting. I'm sorry, the promoter. What's your name again, sir? I apologize.
Tone.
Yep. I don't know if you called that, Kev, but he said he follows and he's knee deep in sports with football 364 days out the year, and I immediately thought that he took the Super Bowl off because that was the only thing that popped in my head when he said 364 days.
Oh, that was a good one.
One out of 53, though. 1 out of 50. Well, how many of them has been? One out of 50 plus.
Y'all keep pulling that shit out.
You can count the last millennium if you want, sir.
I'm about to say, y'all keep pulling that shit out like somebody.
We have this debate every chance we get.
Celebrated
y'all got
an illegal drinking age, and you have not. And that's all the fuck I care about. I was able to properly celebrate my team's championship, and nigga, you was 11.
Right.
Here's the funny thing: the last time they won a championship, I wasn't even born yet.
How about that?
Okay, so hey, Kev. So let me give you the rules, right? Young motherfuckers can't get the old motherfuckers. That you can't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. That's the rule.
It ain't my place to say that, but it's yours, and I'm glad that you did.
No, as the host, and yeah, no, I know you can't do that. Don't do that, because D Hood, who is one of our cast members as well, he the young nigga, the resident young nigga. He got a habit of doing that, like reminding motherfuckers like that he was in 6th grade when Get Rich or Die Trying came out. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. I went to work. I remember I was at work when I bought the album.
Right.
I was probably with that nigga right there.
In my head, I'm like, was we in the park? I feel like we were probably in the park when that shit was going on.
Absolutely, we was. This is what I'm saying. I was with that nigga right there listening to that album. We got to be careful with the old jokes, bro. That's all I'm saying. Respect.
I got you.
Real quick before we get in, we're gonna get back in the hot takes. I jumped ahead of it real quick. But Lef, our brother, our guy, Lef is mourning the passing of his mom. We will be laying our mother to rest tomorrow. Shout out to Lef. For those of you who don't know, older brother also was like previously like too early gone from us. So his favorite drink was Grand Marnier and pineapple, and in honor of his mother and of him, that is what I am sipping tonight. Shout out to you, Lef. We love you, bro. I'll see you in the morning, my guy. You already know, man. I don't even gotta go no deeper than that, but I had to make sure I did that before we get started. Hot takes. Let's go. So, I always like to let the guests get started because for me, it's always like, I carry the energy of the last hot take, and then I go into whatever we getting into. So I'm gonna randomly go around and say, Tone, your hot takes always be tame. You always be on some like, yo, we got to chill out here. Like, nigga, I need you to give me like and not no cowboy shit, but like some actual like, Give me one, man. Let's go, bro. What you doing, man?
See, and you know what's
Always
crazy?
on this kumbaya shit when you show up, bro.
Cause dog, that's all I'm about, man. Ain't no riffraff over this joint, man. But you know what though? I don't know if this gonna be, you know what I mean, spicy enough for you, but
don't go overboard trying to impress me. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm just talking shit. No.
Now I'll ask the panel. Have y'all seen the roast of Tom Brady yet?
It's on the list.
Yeah, it's on the list. I will say that.
Okay, all right. Well,
I haven't seen
it. I'm not going to obviously talk about it or tell any jokes that was on there. But my hot topic is from
Instagram's ruined it for me personally. So you can go ahead and right. Like I've seen all the jokes for the most part.
Right.
Like I seen a little bit of Kevin Hart, but go ahead.
My hot take from that is when they did the jokes about Aaron Hernandez. I ain't think that was. I mean, yeah, hey, look, I dig it. He murdered somebody. He did his thing. Whatever. You know what I mean? He was out there wilding. But like they was really like just coming at him, like killing himself, him dying. You know what I mean? All that. Listen, I ain't into the roast all like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's how they do what they do.
No, yeah, roast is hard, bro. Like that's not a. If you agree to a roast, you understand that some of those jokes are gonna hit in the spot that you might not like. Like you got to be okay with that if you're going into a roast.
Well, I don't think nobody there had a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that like what they were saying about it and how like you know what I mean. Julian Edelman was like, yeah, people always ask me, was Gronk hung? You know, was Gronk had a big dick and all that, this and that. He was like, oh, I don't know. He was like, I ain't never really, you know what I'm saying, see him in the shower, but he was like, I could tell you Aaron Hernandez was hung. And I was just like, well, first, like, what? Like, come on. Like, I mean, like, I get.
Oh, man, I don't want to laugh at that, but goddamn.
like I said, I get where it came. But I thought that was, I don't know, just the death thing. Yeah, I ain't like that, man. That was
listen,
funny.
Bro.
Like, a couple people, were saying that, you know what I mean, took a couple shots at Aaron. I ain't like it, to be honest. You know what I mean? To be
fair, it's wild to attack a brother who clearly can't defend himself in any kind of way.
Exactly. He's not even there.
That I take, but I don't know, man. Roast jokes are tasteless.
Right.
But motherfuckers them shits be funny though, bro.
It's the roast of Tom Brady, not the roast of Aaron Hernandez. I don't know.
It's probably a little out of bounds to even go there.
I mean, but like one thing about roasts is that they are full of collateral damage. Like all you got to do is know a motherfucker, and they will. It ain't like Aaron Hernandez was. I haven't watched it. I'm not a big roast. The only roast I watched that I thought was like entertaining was like the one of maybe Justin Bieber, I think it was. But like typically they aren't funny because everybody's just like, how could I be as disrespectful as possible? And they kind of forget the funny element of it. They just go for like, I just got to be raunchy.
Right. Got to be over the top.
Right. But I'm quite sure that in addition to Aaron Hernandez, who you said killed the motherfucker, he actually killed a couple of motherfuckers, which makes him extra wild. But I'm quite sure Belichick and Brady's wife got like long sets devoted to him. If you just took all the time that somebody talked about Giselle, it's probably like 20-30 minutes worth of shit. And it's coming from somebody I didn't even see it yet. I'm just assuming.
Right. Oh yeah. They came at her.
To piggyback off of that, she actually was upset because she felt like the characterization of their relationship was very unfair. Well, ma'am, you asked for a divorce.
Yeah, right.
And that man is Tom fucking Brady. You are fair game. Like you cannot. That's part of becoming Tom Brady's wife, ma'am.
And if there's one thing a roast is going to be, it's fair. Like what the fuck? Like that's like me being mad because I lost a parlay in the last night. Like it's not fair to me. That Brunson only had 29 points when I bet on that cocksucker to get 30. But, what are you gonna do?
Oh man, Jesus Christ! Don't we all know that feeling? Kev, hot takes, something on your mind?
I mean,
it can be sports related, by the way. It doesn't have to. It could be anything.
Well, okay, so I was thinking. Tone texted me about like maybe a half hour ago about what the topic is and whatnot. And I was thinking about it, but to me, it's not like what Tone had, but it's my opinion. Ken Griffey Jr. is the greatest baseball player of all time.
Oh, he certainly has the best, but the sweetest swing of all time. That's not a debate. Nobody ever looked better swinging a bat than him. But you're going to say he's the greatest? Like,
Yeah.
Who are we putting in this conversation? Because I am of the belief that one Barry Bonds is that guy personally. Like pre steroids, post steroids, big hat Barry, little hat Barry, best baseball player I ever seen in my motherfucking life. Like everything.
He was balling before the ooze. Like he was balling out of control before he got the ooze. And then when Super Barry came out, like the way to just piggyback off what you said, Kev, like if you gave every player in the league the same shit he had, he still would have been the best motherfucker in the league.
What's crazy is you are essentially looking at 2 Hall of Fame careers with Barry Bonds. You are looking at Pittsburgh Pirates Barry Bonds, pre-juice and all that, who was one of the, like, as far as on-base percentage and drawing walks and gold glove defense, he was that guy. But then he said, you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to do it this other way. And then he was still that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Griffey, but I don't know. That's a good argument, though. I like that.
You know what? I'll say this. I'll say that Barry Bonds probably was the best baseball player that I've ever seen, obviously, on
right.
Everyday basis watching the sport. But the best to probably ever play the game, I had to go with Pete Rose, man. I had to go with Charlie Hustle, man. I just think what that dude brought to the game, all the statistics, you know what I'm saying, as long as he played.
Hall of Famer. He should be a Hall of Famer.
Well, we know why he's not. We know why he's not. But and I just think that really deters him from a lot.
It's wild that FanDuel will probably sponsor MLB games right now, but Pete Rose can't be. The world is insane.
I don't know if Willie Mays was watching this, but he just got offline because nobody even mentioning this motherfucker. Like
he said, like these fuckers.
Yeah, like I mean, he might have the most years logged as the greatest motherfucking baseball player that ever lived in real life. I know, and even when they used to say that bullshit about Joe DiMaggio, he would just look at him like, "Nigga, please."
Yeah, no,
right. Even if all these other people don't know.
Willie, by a lot of other very great baseball players, is regarded as the greatest baseball player.
That's like saying like Floyd is the greatest of all time at boxing and just ignoring that Sugar Ray Robinson was the welterweight champion, the middleweight champion, and would have been a light heavyweight champion if he was not fighting in 110-degree weather. So like it all matters.
Yeah.
No, what he was like 129-2. Like and before he got his second loss, he was already over 100 wins. So he was
that part.
Yeah.
Pitch counts, that was before everything was fast.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you got to think about this though, right? Satchel Paige is probably the greatest. He's in that conversation too. Like, you talking about a dude who pitched elite over 3 decades in every single realm of baseball. Like, by the time he got to where he was getting to, he wasn't as good as he used to be, and he was still dominating. That's a great conversation. That's a hell of a conversation. I know pitchers usually don't get in that conversation, but that's one pitcher who could absolutely be in that conversation. But that is a rabbit hole we are not going to go down. But I know, yeah. Your hot take is noted. Ken Griffey as the GOAT of baseball. I don't agree, but I can't be mad at you for it. I certainly can't be mad about it.
That's what makes it hot.
Good yeah. Can't be mad at you, brother Ty. I like that T-shirt, by the way. If you're a WWF, and I say F on purpose because you have to be WWF era fan to get Kamala. That is a fire ass shirt right there.
I appreciate that, brother. You know me, I dig in the crazy. My general rule is I don't buy shirts from anybody from like before like 97, other than Roman Reigns, because he's just killing it. So he gets special consideration. But other than that, it's all shit that we was, young boys watching.
Privy to.
Yeah. Is it
Yeah,
my?
be outside.
There you go. Do I do a hot take now? Is that how it works?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So I wasn't prepared for that, even though I've been on the show before. So I apologize for that. But
no worries.
I can always come up with something. And as everybody else is talking, it made me just kind of think about my last few hours. And so I still hate Ben Simmons. I don't know if that was supposed to be done for me now because he's been elsewhere for such a long time. But when I saw that Met Gala pick, like it was like he just passed the ball when he was right under the basket and Trae Young was next to him 10 seconds ago when I saw that goddamn picture. So it can't be that hard to take because I doubt that I'm alone, or maybe I am, and that's what makes it the temperature that it is. But like fuck him forever is still kind of my theme, and I'm gonna just stick by it because it's working for me.
The crazy part is literally last night me and Tone were recording our pod with the other guys, and someone in the comments that it was Celtics going win the chip or something that night. That was his name, and he goes, Sixers needed Ben Simmons during the series against the Knicks.
To do what? I need you to complete that sentence, bro.
Yeah,
That's all he said. He literally said that in depth. He said that in depth. We never heard from the dude again after that.
Yeah, no, that is not a complete sentence. The Sixers needed Ben Simmons in that series against the Knicks.
I smell trolling. He was trolling, man. I was like, get out of here, man. We need Ben Simmons. I said, man, get out of here. But you know what, though? You know what? Who should join him, though? Who's going to join him? It's Tobias Harris. Get him on that fucking list, too. 0 for 2. He was just doing cardio out there.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you at all, sir. Like, my Tobias. And you know what makes my Tobias hate even stronger? Because I went to a store up the street from me, it's a beer store, and we be talking sports and shit. And I literally said, bet the under on Tobias in that game. And then I went home and completely forgot to do it. So he even cost me money sucking so bad. And I told other people to take the money.
To do it, right.
Like, so, yeah, man. Yeah, but I mean, I had low expectations of Tobias Harris despite his salary. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the difference between, like, I really thought Ben Simmons was going to change things. And he only really just, like,
he changed it for sure. He changed it.
I know. I had meant in a good way. You're right, but I had meant in a good way.
He definitely did, man.
Oh, that's funny. So my hot take. So today, right? Like, I usually save my hot take like until like closer to the show. I don't want to miss something that could easily be a hot take. But this morning, every now and then, God, hey, take this right here. I was listening to the radio. And the professional person who works for the radio station for a check literally told one of her callers who was describing something to be more Pacific. On the radio. Be more Pacific. Not specific, as in please give more detail. Pacific, as in ocean. Yes. My issue is this, right? Hire professionals that know how to do their fucking job. And that shouldn't be a hot take. But clearly, when I cut the radio, this wasn't like a podcast, like a one-off of something. Like, this was Power 99, a Clear Channel company. They are paying this motherfucking woman good money to wake up at 4 o'clock and to be there at 4 o'clock and talk shit to you in the morning. And she wants me to be more Pacific? Like, y'all, first off, and respectfully,
maybe she just wanted people to have a West Coast attitude, Kev. You know what I'm saying? She felt like all the East Coast people were all,
Oh, Left's here. Yo. What's good, bro?
Like on some real shit, obviously my condolences to you, my brother. Love always.
For sure.
Fuck that shirt. Like, one thing
has
nothing to do with the other.
Fuck that shirt.
You know what's crazy? I didn't even see that. Left, you a Knicks fan? Or you just
Yes.
Nah, I've been a Knicks fan. I've been a Knicks fan.
Since Strickland. I was a Knicks fan before Strickland, but ever since they traded him, I hated him. Oh, I'm sorry.
I want to say maybe 92.
Okay, so all right, so he's not a 4-for-4 guy. Okay, all right.
Listen at the
right.
contrarians uniting and everything. Like they all excited. You're a nonconformist too, right? Yeah.
I thought he was around the board. No, sir. Okay.
Anyway, welcome, brother. Good
Hey.
to see you. We are now in the middle of hot takes. My hot take was just finished. Before we get into something, do you have a hot take you were listening to the show? But I got my grandma and pineapple. Shout out to Chuck. Shout out to Mom. I'm up here sipping. So I just wanted you to know the energy's already been sent to you. I know that's why you popped up though, because you knew it was out there.
Hot take. I don't know.
I love that the niggas who be here all the time don't never got a hot take. I love y'all so much. You would act like Wayne did this 99 times. Episode number 99.
No, I mean cause I came in, but I didn't know what portion of I thought I probably had missed hot takes, and I was cool with missing hot takes. Like,
then you know what, bro? Wayne ain't gonna put you on the spot. Then we can just move on to the first thing. Just so you know, we're kind of sports heavy tonight.
Oh, wait.
Uh-oh. See?
Patrick Beverly ain't do nothing wrong. And I'm not talking about throwing the basketball. I'm not talking about throwing the basketball.
So you're not talking about the wrong thing when you talk about him not doing anything wrong. Maybe be specific, nigga. I don't understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta break that down.
The interview situation.
Oh, when he kicked the chick out the circle?
Right. He ain't do nothing wrong.
I mean, he gonna pay for it, but
I'm about to say, he ain't do nothing wrong, but he ain't do nothing smart neither.
No.
That was
Two things
wild.
can be true at the same time, my boy.
Yeah, I looked at the situation kind of like the Cam Newton joint, like, did you double click it? It was the same thing. Did you like the post? Did you like it? Was basically the same thing. And it was people making a big deal out of it. And fuck Nick Wright. Because Nick Wright went all the way to fuck in on he went all the way in on Pat Beverly.
I mean,
he's
Nick
angry.
Wright. All right.
He made valid points, but
I never got a problem with Nick Wright slander. You know what else I don't have a problem with? Dallas Cowboys slander. And I'm gonna get this out the way very early because Tone, you gotta tell me, right? What the fuck is your man doing with his offseason? I don't know if you saw this yet, but I just gotta show it to you. Hold on, I gotta show it to you.
I hate to say that I'm impressed by that. Like I didn't want to like it. Like I almost looked away, but like I could see if he was like doing the lambada with some Japanese man, but shit, learning how to get leverage on a giant.
I mean, but like I don't know. What's the point? Like I got That ain't motherfucking Lane Johnson. Lane Johnson moved better than that nigga. Like, I'm so sorry.
It sounds like the Eagles need to sign that guy for a offensive line job.
That's something like, oh yeah, he could be a backup guard. It definitely.
Yeah.
Some hell on the first one. He catch him on the stunt. He looked a little too
plant.
slow to be a tackle though. I don't like his agility for the tackle.
No, that plant though, like
he needs to go to Jeff Stoughton University.
He wasn't moving.
Like, yeah, them boys do that. Them sumo boys, they do that. That's what they do. I don't know. I guess he's just trying to see how strong he was. I guess I don't know. Yeah, I seen that though. Yeah, I seen that.
That was wild. I said, I got fuck with Tone with this one. I
thought you was gonna talk. I thought you was gonna show when Jerry Dementia Jones talk about the reason why we got the 24th pick because we was the 24th best team.
Damn, that's what he said.
But like the way he said it was as if like that was a good thing. Like being a 24th. Like 20, like it's the opposite way. So the team. So what he was saying to me was that the first team that picked is the best team in the. No, they were the worst team, dummy. Like I'm like, what? The fuck
he's kind of backwards in terms of how the draft order usually works. Yeah,
right, but the way he was picking 24th. We're the 24th best team.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing in terms of whether or not they was 24th best or not. That's neither here nor there. The fact that he's basing the 24th pick on being the 24th worst team is, I mean, listen, that's y'all
insanity.
Yeah, like I said, dementia's kicking in.
I'm of the firm belief that that's when you all are going to finally turn it over. When Jerry either kicks the bucket or gives the team up. I don't know that in his lifetime it happens for y'all. I don't know what that means.
He's definitely ain't
y'all should hire a hitman or whatever that is. I don't know what that looks like. I'm not invested. Y'all are, but I truly believe that not like you remember Color Purple, nothing but death. Like I really believe that. Like I really believe that shit. That until Jerry's gone, it's just gonna be this. I don't know what deal with the devil that man made, but that motherfucker's a curse, bro. He's
still ticking. He's still ticking. I'm like, dang.
No, Jerry got whatever Pharrell got. He's a fucking vampire. Like that motherfucker is not going anywhere, and it's really quite wild if you think about it. All right. We got a couple. I got a question for y'all, right? So it's the NBA playoffs, right? We'll set the stage on that. I don't need you flicking this goddamn shirt every time I say NBA playoffs. Anyway, it's the NBA playoffs. 4 teams in each conference remaining. But I want to have a discussion about a team that is not left in the whole shibita bang right now. And I'm just curious. Panel, let's see another healthy playoff run. Is that where we are? Will we never see another healthy Kawhi Leonard playoff run? Do we have to accept that at this point? Tone, I see you shaking your head, so you start.
I would have to agree with that, man. I mean, I don't know what it is. It just seems every time this guy. And what's crazy is he played the most games like this year than he's done in the past couple seasons. And then as soon as it hits the playoffs, he's cool for one game, and he has to sit out, and knee swells. I don't know. I don't know what's up with this guy, man. I don't know if he's just mentally checked out as far as like wanting to compete for anything anymore. Or he's just that battered. I don't know, man. But yeah, it seems every year something happens to this guy.
See, the thing to me about Kawhi is that you can't look at him and ask if his heart's in it. You have no fucking idea what he's ever thinking about anything. So, like, we have to eliminate that and just kind of go off of what you see, man. And at some point, body parts wear down with age. I can damn sure vouch for that. And like, he's playing in the fucking NBA. That's high mileage on every joint. So the fact that he can't keep up with Ant-Man no more, he killed the shit out of Rec League, but that he can't be the best dude in the NBA no more. Like, hey man, Father Time is undefeated.
Saying that he can't keep up with Ant-Man is not really saying anything because can't nobody keep up with Ant-Man.
No, Ant-Man cooking Earth right
That
now.
part too.
But you know, the point
But I
remains.
understand where you're going with it.
Left, go ahead and chime in right there. Then, how you feel about the Kawhi situation?
I don't feel one way either the other. Like honestly, like
listen, Knicks fan. The question was, do you think he'll have another healthy run? I don't care one way either way. I just know I'm happy to be a part of May basketball for the first time in decades. Like, don't get me to talking about shit. Don't get me talking about shit.
No, yeah, he can't stay healthy. Like, how old is he now? What is he like? Around 34 or something like that?
Kawhi's 30. Believe it or not, Kawhi Leonard's only fucking 32 years old, bro.
But in NBA years,
yeah,
he long in the tooth.
Seems like he's 45. Yeah.
Look, if you look like it's like it's like how the Eagles look at players over the age of 30. You dig what I'm saying? It's not good for TV. So
yeah, we definitely let go of Doc a year or two. So that's neither here nor there. But yeah, no, I don't really think you're gonna see much more out of Kawhi, and it's only gonna result in the Clippers' downfall because Paul George, well, or at least rebuild. I don't know if downfall is the right phrase because they never were really that much up. But like Paul George is gonna be gone. If you know we're lucky, James Harden stays, which means they're gonna suck even further. So like, I don't know. It don't look good. It don't look good at all for the Clippers.
Oh man, I hate that for them. I'm lying. I don't give a fuck.
Who are you lying to?
just like that other
It's
team
the
in that building.
Clippers. It's the Clippers. Come the fuck on. Who cares? They're always going to find a way to Clipper. At some point during the cycle, the
That's
Clippers
valid.
go Clipper. That's
Wait
just
a minute. Hold on. Now you just tried to cook me for not wanting to touch it because, but now you sitting up here like
because this was the topic, and also it's Bean. Fuck out of here. I don't explain Bean to nobody. My guy's here over the shoulder every show. Let's go. Anyway, so let's move on from that because I want to get into something that Left don't have an opportunity to talk his shit on. Even though he gonna talk his shit on this, let's keep it up. So the draft's coming up, and one Mr. Bronny James has declared also entered the transfer portal. They're saying Bronny gonna maneuver his way to wherever his dad at, and that's gonna be the key to signing him. So Bronny's getting cooked on the internet this week because as you can see, Brian said, "My dad a legend. Fuck the grind."
Is that like a shadow on the front of his head, or does he have like an S curl thing popping?
No, I don't. That may be. I have no idea. I think
I
that's
feel like in
know.
order to be like further disliked, he should definitely rock an S curl, especially if he's gonna go to the league, because he would change the fuck that. Like that would be the most popular thing about him is if he went Soul Glow. But to me, the best case scenario for him would be to go to a shitty college that he can just own. Like there's like give the ball to Will, Bel Air prep type shit. Like other than that, like
I think that's why he went to USC.
But I mean, it's
USC
USC. Like we might not know who's on USC, but they getting blue chip people, at least in the college game as it is now. Like, you know, he might need to go to like Drexel or Penn State or some shit like that if he want to be like the king of the
definitely went to UC Santa Barbara. That's
right, exactly. Like, yeah.
It's a nigga at UC Santa Barbara right now that's like, I will cook that nigga.
Right,
come up in here. Like, but you know, that's just that's what basketball is. But no, all right. So I thought it was funny. The internet got, as always, a bunch of jokes. So we're gonna get into the jokes with him from Bronny. Let me get a few of them slides. I don't know which ones they are. And as we wait for the star to,
I mean, but this
Oh, they pop it all out like Janet. She dreams through the panties. Make a turkey panic, make this bitch vanish. I'm from the trenches, yeah, I need it all. I'm a bandit. Bitch, I'm from the land, still fly when I land. I ran it up the only time I ran.
Rod is so flagrant. He's really a problematic individual. Like we don't talk about that enough. We say other motherfuckers. Brian is problematic, low key. Let me get a few more of these off.
Good doing business with
That's what we're about to witness. Let me get one more. Hold up.
Let's go, move.
And these are, Bronny is not ready for the league, y'all. This is the whole point of this. Is what I'm saying to y'all. Bronny is not an NBA basketball player.
I mean, you would think a team would be stupid to draft him, but teams do dumb shit with the draft. I mean, listen, man, we the one that traded Mikal Bridges for Zaire Smith, so dumb shit happens every year.
Yeah.
And that's not even the worst Sixers draft night trade of all time. But I mean, draft night of all time.
No, it's not.
But,
no, it's not. Because
it's not even the worst one. Yeah.
No, the worst draft pick we might have picked though that ain't turned into nothing. We could have had a gem was when we took Markelle Fultz.
Right, that's the worst trade.
Jason Tatum was in that draft.
Yeah, no, that one would have to rank higher.
Never wanted Markelle Fultz.
Right. Then you have to do that dumb shit, man.
They never wanted it.
Like, you don't even start on the Magic, and I'm not saying that the Magic is garbage, but they garbage at point guard, and like
he can't even get in over there.
He don't even get it'd be the point guard that start whoever he is, Cole Anthony, and then whatever's left, Fultz gets some of that.
Shit,
yeah,
crazy,
bro. Man. We got bamboozled on that one.
Taking a foul shot.
Hey, but let me ask y'all this: have y'all seen Bryce play at all? Have you gotten any Bryce James highlights?
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah,
Bryce is the one.
Yeah,
he's the one. Out of them two motherfuckers, he the one. Now,
because he's already like talented, and he ain't even got his man body quick shit yet.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? He's got the fundamentals down, and he got the size that Bronny don't have. So once he gets in better shape and he like adds speed to that shit.
Right now, he's got more size and shooting than Bronny provides right now.
Exactly.
Like, right now, he's got more size and shooting than Bronny.
He's the LaMelo Ball of the James.
Yeah, right.
It's going to be interesting to see when he gets out. That's the one who I'm waiting on. I think Bryce, Kion Anthony is going to be insane.
He elevating his game. I'm liking the way he's
like in 10th grade.
Yeah,
he might be a junior. I think. Who you talking about? Which one?
Kion is
or Bryce.
I think Kion
is a junior, right?
Kion is a junior. Bryce is in 10th.
Right.
Trevor Ariza's son is really fucking good too. If you I
haven't seen that.
Same last name. I forget his first name, but
Gilbert Arenas' son. Ain't Gilbert Arenas' son?
Yeah, he's sick. Yeah, he tough too, y'all.
We got some of these second generation dudes coming in that's gonna be really fucking good, man. It's gonna be
interesting. Don't Boozer got like twin boys?
Boozer got twin boys, and them niggas is like 1 and 4 in the nation.
Yeah,
like these
long as they stay away from the Beijing, they'd be good.
Yeah. No, just don't go to the same barber as Pops, and everything will be right. Like, because man, that man has one of the worst viral moments ever with a barber. Like, Jesus Christ. All right. So y'all know how sometimes you hear about some shit in sports world life, like, and you like, that can't possibly be real. I can't believe somebody would do this shit. Well, I think I just got to play it. I don't know that I can really shape this clip right, but like adults doing crazy shit with children in sports is just never okay. And this one right here.
22-year-old assistant coach was fired last week for impersonating one of her players. At Churchland High School in Portsmouth, Virginia, assistant coach Arlisha Boykins decided to play in the junior varsity girls basketball game against Nansemond River. She impersonated a 13-year-old player that was out of town at a club basketball tournament. The JV and varsity head coaches have also been fired, and they will not continue with their season. The school has launched an investigation into what happened.
There's no way that's real. There's
Bro,
no fucking way.
I'd have did that shit and got busy on them little motherfuckers. It'd have been Sky City out there, motherfucking Chuck Ball. What are you talking about?
Yo, look, full disclosure. All right, Kev, you remember when when we was young boys, I always looked young as shit. Like I was like the baby face motherfucker. Like, all this shit hadn't came in yet. Like I was just, let me see, I was like 16, and I believe it's St. Martin de Porres had like a PAL league. It was like a 13 and under PAL league.
Yo, this terrible motherfucker telling us like, and he's giving us this proud story about being a ringer. I'm sorry, please continue.
So,
nothing
like
a lefty story.
Look, the coach, like I didn't go there to go run ball, but the coach was like, "Yeah, how old are you?" I'm like 16. You're like, "No, you're not. You 13 today." What? Yeah, come on. You should run for my squad. So what I'm gonna do? You gonna play center, dude? I play point guard. No, you gonna play center for my team. They was like, "Yeah, you got his birth certificate." No, like I'm in the post going crazy. Like, give me the ball. Give me the ball.
Yo, I'm in the post going crazy as wild as shit.
The best part about the story is that even today he still blames the coach. Like he's putting it on another man. Like he couldn't wait. He went there.
He was honest. He was honest.
Like you ain't even know nobody on the court talk about you just went to watch. And you're wearing a jersey right now. You want to play for a 13-year-old team? Yesterday, if you could.
Look, I'm gonna explain some shit to you. Basketball was not my sport. I was the football player.
Sir, I saw you play. I don't need this explanation.
He already know, huh? He already
with
know.
that said, I'll reset the show. We are 48 minutes in, literally anything podcast for the people. I got Total Promoter, Kev, my man Ty, and Left, aka Marge's baby boy. Rest in peace, Mom. We are here with you tonight. Oh my God, this is hilarious. So, hey Kev, tell me if you saw that shit, like if you were at that game, what's your reaction? Like, are you like wondering who this little baby ass like dominating? Like, who the fuck is Camilla Caruso out here just like cooking my whole fucking squad? Where'd y'all get this little girl from? Fucking Bayou Barbie and the shit out of my whole team out here. She was pitching shit into the crowd.
And you being polite, because if you was there in the crowd, you'd be like, who this little bitch?
Right.
I don't even know what to think, to be honest with you. It's like
hey, if you were a parent, you saying something, Kev? You saying something as a parent? Like, hey, no, ain't no way. Where her mom at? Like, I know me as a parent. As an opposing coach, who that little bitch over there? No, I need all her information.
We need the birth certificate. I can't say it right. I need all the information. I need to know.
Yeah, everything.
I need to know.
Social security and all that.
It'd be looking like bench warmers. Do you have a note that says
I am 12. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, Kev, you want it? I see you. That is exactly. My man said, can I see his ID? That nigga opened up a picture with a Polaroid. I am 12. That shit crazy. That was one of the wildest jokes ever. But no, man, I don't know. We as adults, we just gotta chill sometimes. Yo, we really do. Like,
my question is, like, how does no one know? Like, nobody knows?
Or nobody gave us. I mean,
like, no one asked, like, hey, this one looks a little too old.
Yo, it was a story like that about a dude that went back to high school. and
he
played.
he was getting recruited and shit.
Yeah, but he said I think they went and traveled and played against a school where the opposing coach, like the assistant coach, noticed him from like 9 years prior in the AAU league.
Yeah, like I
what?
played against this little nigga.
Right,
He was
like
a little nigga.
They'd be looking like, wait, didn't I see you play like 10 years ago here?
right.
But AAU ball is such big business now, like real shit. Like it is a very different sort of thing, man. It's not the same, bro. So like all that shit got a tainted level of inclusion to it. Like
he was like the ball that was in like South. What was it? Above, not above the rim. The other John. I can't think of Sunset Park.
Yeah,
it was one of them niggas that was in like 3 of them, and they were like 12 years apart, and he was like the same dude on the high school
in every single movie.
Every single one of them.
Yeah, no, I know who you talking about. It was like Sunset Park, Coach Carter, and something else. I think bro was in every fucking thing. Yeah, I know.
Puerto Rican boy, right? Puerto Rican.
Yeah. Like nigga, how you been 16 for 8 years?
Like that was on fucking Biker Boys.
Probably,
maybe
that
I don't
nigga
know.
too. Yeah. Him too. Fuck it. Yep, it was him.
Oh yeah, he was in that joint too. The Puerto Rican boy. Yeah. Yep, him too.
Yeah, see, we figure it out around these parts. Oh man. All right, so I always have a couple things in the email. Let me check my email grab bag here. Frank Vogel got fired from the Phoenix Suns. That is a scapegoat firing. How you fellas feel about that?
I mean, they point guard like a hog knee slop. Like, I mean, it seems like that's the most glaring piece. But Brad Bill makes entirely too much money. I feel like him and Eric Gordon somehow got separated at birth. They're the same basketball player, and they got both of them. But like, I don't really know how they get successful.
Bradley Beal is Eric Gordon at 6'7". Like that's the difference. 6'7" is the difference. Nothing else is
Doc Rivers.
You said what?
They should hire Doc Rivers.
No one should hire Doc Rivers. The Bucks shouldn't have hired Doc Rivers. That's why the Bucks are home.
But to Left's original point, like Doc Rivers should be looking for a job in the offseason. Like he should not be retained under any circumstances. But I'm not mad. Like, I would love every team other than ours to fail. So if the Bucks keep him, I'm with that too. Like I was overjoyed that the Cowboys kept Mike McCarthy. Like keep him as long as you can, and I don't have any complaints.
Mm-hmm.
We will welcome incompetence for sure. That is beyond. We absolutely will. All right. So, any other thoughts on Frank Vogel? Poor Frank Vogel. I never liked Frank Vogel very much as a coach, anyway. But I don't think this is his fault.
No, dude, Frank Vogel don't play.
Any coach that got fired by LeBron is going to get fired again.
Mm-hmm.
Them's the rules. We don't make them. We just watch.
Because LeBron
is Ty Lue on this list though?
He gonna get fired too.
Yeah,
he ain't got fired yet.
He gonna get fired.
Guess what? And I guarantee you one thing for sure, two things for certain. Ty Lue get fired tonight. Ty Lue gonna have a job in the morning, nigga.
Yeah, I see. I feel like Ty Lue gonna stay because the Clippers don't want him to go anywhere and be happy. So they don't
want him to go to the Lakers because they talking about him going to the Lakers.
But that's the difference between Ty Lue and some of them other niggas. Them other niggas, once they got out there, they was out there. Like, if Ty Lue leave out of LA tonight, he can go across the hall and be in LA tomorrow. Like, with no fucking problem.
Yes, correct.
That's where he's different than them other niggas. He's not them in that new. He can do that. They can't. Glenn got lucky with a player revolt on some goofy shit. And that leads perfectly into my next little email tidbit. Everybody's favorite bench warmer, one Mr. Thanasis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, how he do
that? His Achilles in Cancun.
On vacation?
On vacation, after getting bounced, went to Cancun and proceeded to tear his Achilles tendon.
He probably trying to Euro step into the pool.
I was just thinking he was probably in some 16 and under Mexican league and was cooking. And then in the fourth, Zig, when he should have zagged and fucked his shit all up.
He was acting like left. He was acting like left.
You're right.
Shout out to all the
And
16
see what happens to a motherfucker
Mexican.
when they act like you. They tear their ACL and they ain't no more good.
Nope.
Yo,
no. I was wondering how
all
the hell
the
he do
16 and
that.
under Mexican basketball leagues. No, let me because
that luck gonna play in when he gonna cut his beard off.
Oh man.
No, I got a couple wrinkles. It's not gonna work no more.
Man, listen. So Thanasis tore his Achilles, and his availability for the Olympics is in question. So
he was going to play in the Olympics
for Greece. Yes, he one of the best Greek basketball players. He ain't one of the best NBA basketball players, but it's 12 niggas in Greece that's 6'8".
No,
gotta be on the team.
No. I sit back and watch his garbage time. I can't even call it highlights, but his doing too much lights. And he looked like a nigga that get plucked on the motherfucking on a rec league course, like by 16-year-olds. Like it's not a good thing. So if you are good enough to play for the Greek national team, they ass.
He fuck around, got plucked in that 16 and under Mexican league, and was trying to turn around quick to get the ball back. Pop goes the weasel.
I think he a package.
Pop goes the weasel.
I think he a package deal with Giannis, man. Like
absolutely, he's a fucking package deal. You need 2 roster spots to sign Giannis.
Dog, you even like the highlights or the not so low lights. The low lights of this dude. The shit he's doing is like, bro, like you don't even like you could play ball. Like you just out here playing around. You got a job, you got a contract, so I'm gonna throw some bullshit up. And I'm like, yo, how is this product in the NBA?
It's like he won like the ultimate fan sweepstakes. Like you could have like 4 sweep, and like 7 times a year we'll let you play like 2 minutes in the game. Like motherfuckers would pay a lot of money for that in the streets, and he got it for free. And not only you get it for free, he making
yeah. Yo, and this is what I think really happened, right? So because of the fact that Thanasis is so garbage, they won't allow the other brother to play in the NBA at all. And from what I hear, he's pretty good.
He was there for a minute, I thought.
He was on the roster.
Matter of fact, he was with the Knicks before.
He was with the Lakers as well, actually.
So look, so now Thanasis is getting paid a hefty sum
for the other brother at the same home.
And part of that goes to the other brother. That's all. Like that's the Giannis effect.
The least he could do is give somebody else some of that money he didn't earn his goddamn self. I'm not wrong. I'm not mad at you for that theory.
It's all charity, nigga.
Like the check should say the Antetokounmpo family. It shouldn't just say
Giannis and them.
Right.
Giannis and them. Right.
Giannis and them. NEM. All right, hold up. Let's see what other bullshit we got going on here. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like everything bad happened to the Bucks because of that bullshit they did to that brother to make him lose his job. I feel like the energy that they put out at the beginning of the season is the way their season ended. The you know what I mean? The things that happened to them, all of that is a byproduct of those things.
Yeah, then Dame Lillard going through a divorce or something like with his wife. Said he ain't.
Yeah, Dame's definitely in the middle. Like the whole everybody's got something.
Goddamn soap opera over there.
Yeah. He said he wasn't having fun. He didn't really get acclimated to the city like he thought he was.
I mean, you want to get as acclimated as possible in fucking Milwaukee. Like what do you know what I mean?
You gonna get there and be like, yo, where Cuckoo Cow at?
Yeah,
Jesus.
Don't forget that we're still in Milwaukee.
In my projects.
In my projects.
Right.
No, yeah. You definitely got to remember.
Damn, he went Cuckoo Cow on him. Oh my God.
Milwaukee.
Yeah,
it's still Milwaukee.
I'm good with it, bro.
That's and that's the bar. Like I can't think of shit else from Milwaukee. That's a sad state.
It's cheese and this is Aaron Rodgers once upon a time, Brett Favre once upon a
I
time.
was about to say Brett, and that's it.
And technically, they ain't even Milwaukee. That's Green Bay.
Right.
That's close.
Exactly.
Right.
Oh
he
man,
wanted to go to Miami. That's what that was about, man. He wanted to go to Miami. When that didn't happen for him, I guess he just took the next best thing, but that shit ain't turned out well.
how about it, right? I know where he could have came. A little bit warmer, nice cheesesteaks and pretzels would have been a nice situation for him. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking about. They certainly didn't give up much to get him. Then the Lord knows they didn't give up much to get him. But anybody that was asking for Reese was a no-go, and I'm glad Maury stood on that. Because
Yeah, for sure.
that's what needed to be done. Okay, more NBA shit. Glenn Big Baby Davis has been sentenced to 3.5 years for defrauding the league's healthcare plan.
Did you see the Twitter video he put up?
Oh my
I did.
God! Oh
This
my God!
asshole.
I
was
saw
on
the
a-
story. I didn't see this video.
He was on a private jet next to 2 duffel bags full of money, eating Popeyes, telling people don't believe. And I'm not making none of this shit up.
No, I did. That was a while ago. I thought you meant recently. No, I do remember that.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I thought that was a
yeah.
recent drawing because he was saying, like, don't believe nothing about none of this court case shit. Like,
I just remember the Popeye shit. No, he's been sentenced. That's when he got locked up.
Okay.
No, he got sentenced today.
I got
Like 3.5 years
40
from
months.
now is when he'll be free again.
40.
3.5 years. So yeah, he got sentenced today. That was the day that they announced they was looking for his ass. I remember that.
Well, he should have flew farther because they probably caught him. But like, is there anybody else in the NBA that's getting caught up in this?
Yeah, the boy Terrence Williams got 5
I'm about
years
to
for
say
it.
there was somebody else who also got locked up too. It was
Yeah,
a few of them.
yeah. It was about like what 10 people I think in the whole type of joint.
Y'all giving people years for the healthcare shit, but Brett Favre still ain't seen the second.
Right. And he
took
stole
more
the money,
than
right?
all of them
That nigga took
combined.
hundreds of $1,000s in food stamps. Why the fuck Brett Favre need food stamps? Somebody gotta tell me.
He was selling them, Joe.
Why the fuck Brett Favre need food stamps? Like nobody can answer. Every time I hear this story, I'm like, can somebody explain to me why Brett Favre wanted food stamps?
Hey,
And
yo,
can't nobody ever.
he was having a fish fry.
I'm about to say he had a whole fridge full of cold cuts, hoagies for
Right.
everybody. This
Right.
cocksucker,
And
and
he
nobody.
double bagged it.
And he double bagged it. Yo, that was a good one, Lef. I got it. You get your props for that one. That was nice.
2 points.
You have to remember that commercial to get that one. If you weren't there,
Right.
you weren't there. But no, Brett Favre really, what it was like 600,000 or some crazy shit like that. Like
700,000.
$750,000 in food stamps. I could feed the hood forever with that shit. What are you talking about, bro? We be having cookouts every day. Like, we would live like rappers with $700,000. I could really, we would be living different with that kind of surplus of motherfucking SNAP benefits. Motherfucking, like, oh, man.
How about it?
Yeah.
Anyway, we be George and Weezy like a motherfucker playing with that. All right, so
Look, I could sell some of that. You know what I mean? And get a BBL Drizzy. My bad. I'm sorry.
no, what's funny is I'm saving that one for last. Give me a second. We're gonna get to that. I do have something about that, but I'm saving that one for last. Give me a moment, bro. You're jumping ahead. Let's. I got another clip that, once again, is very difficult for me to frame it. I almost just kind of gotta play it and go from there. So I'm gonna do that. This is funny to me though.
I really understood the appeal of a Nike Tech.
We don't have the physique for it.
You know what?
We don't have the
Let
fit.
me sit my fat ass down.
Yo, if it's
We
one
know.
thing we got is at least we have some self-awareness.
Of our body types and clothes.
We
for
know
sure.
what the fuck we can and can't do. And if you see a
Facts.
fat in some shit that he not supposed to be in, he knows.
Right.
He just wants to either be skinny or young.
Or he been skinny his whole life and he plumped up.
Oh, this is new fat.
This is new fat. He not a classic fat.
Yeah.
So he trying to figure out, can I still put the skinnies?
You could spot
him with the
you
short
could spot
tee
a new fat from a mile
away.
Well, Left, go ahead and respond since he was talking to you.
Appreciate it. Definitely was talking about. Hey yo, hey Tom. When I see you, and I was in your hood today too, and I know that this was going to be what the situation was. I would have reached out to find out exactly where you was at, and I would have brought you some fucking Amish chicken.
Oh man.
I'd have brought
chickens, they have delicious chicken. You're not wrong for going there.
That's why I went.
I feel you.
Go get me some of that rotisserie chicken. It was wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
My stomach. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's some shit. Like, and like you go through like when you picking up weight and you go through phases and shit, you don't be realizing that you are who you are until it's time to put some clothes on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
like, you are who you are is a wild way to put this shit.
Because I'm not never going to talk about myself in a derogatory fashion. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know if y'all could see the pants that's right there on the headboard, but those is not the size that I'm accustomed to buying. Those are my pants for the funeral tomorrow. Those are not the size I'm accustomed to buying.
The way you said it is like you're reflecting slight disappointment, but still punching through. Like, those are not the pants I'm used to buying, nigga. You don't understand.
The same team. First, he blamed the coach for the 13 and under shit, and now he blaming the pants for being too big that he had to buy because it's the pants' fault that they bit. Man,
I'm not blaming the pants.
Oh,
I'm actually looking within. I'm actually looking within because, like I said, those are not what I'm accustomed to buying. So
shit.
you gotta get it the fuck together. You gotta get it.
You know, to that point, and you might be because I haven't been on Facebook in a while. Have you already taken that annual pick at Planet Fitness with the dumbbells?
No, I have not.
Okay, well, see, that's why you ain't ready. Like, all right, well, get started. What are you waiting on?
And look, you listen. And I was going to say something, but I didn't want to get a pause or an ayo. But you're looking rather svelte yourself, my brother. Like you slimmed down quite wonderfully. Like
that's that Peloton, nigga.
What is it, velvet?
I mean,
bro got the Peloton going on.
Look, he talking shit about me, but he got on the Kamala the Ugandan giant t-shirt.
Yeah, we shouted him out for the t-shirt. This t-shirt's fire.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I got respect for people of your size and stature, but like, I also
don't even know what my size is.
And like me personally, I had to lose 65 pounds in order to look like this. So you could do it. You just like the next time you get the rotisserie chicken, like not the whole bird today. If you just eat part of it today and stretch that bitch out.
Just the breast, huh? Just the breast.
Start small and work your way up to the whole joint. And I'm only saying this out of love. Like, I don't want you to be offended by any of this because I love you.
I'm going to drink some water today.
Oh, well, it's boom. You're already on a fast track, my nigga. I'm proud of you.
Oh, shit. Literally anything podcast. Podcast to the people. We are an hour and 8 minutes in. We got the squad with us. I'm not introducing everybody.
I'm not going to say nothing else left. I swear to God. I'm not going to say nothing else to you. Everything else for me the rest of the day is going to be nothing but positive. You looking great.
For me, I found it funny. I found that clip funny with the fat nigga realization. Basically, is what I call it. Because
wait, before you go any further, how's the hair going?
Oh, it's missing. It's been missing this whole millennium. Like, there's never gonna be a day where I got anything to say about that shit. I'm shaving again in the morning just because I don't like stubble there. So yeah.
Oh, shit.
All right. I had to get my one win.
You go,
I had to
man.
get my one win.
Bro accepted that shit way before I expect anybody to accept. My man accepted that shit in his 20s. Like, you know what?
In his 20s,
I
yo.
was actually 19.
I'm about to say, not even 20.
But when I met Ty, I'm there. Like,
yeah,
he was Michael Jeffrey. Like, listen, he looked like he's of the era of Michael Jeffrey Jordan in his playing days. Karl Malone, like, I mean, he's the biggest Karl Malone fan. He looks like Karl Malone Jr. Like, behind the head.
I was a fan of Karl Malone, the basketball player, not the pedophile.
Yeah, let's be clear.
It's not.
Let's be
once
clear.
he was on the hardwood, I liked what he did.
Pause.
Fuck the human.
Yo.
We talk about him though. I'm not talking about me. So fuck it. I can say that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We're gonna move on to the next thing. So in life, right? There are certain moments in life that you want to be present in. You want to be around. You want to be around for the birth of your children. Well, at least most people want to be around for the birth of their children. Gilbert Arenas don't give a fuck. Gilbert Arenas said, "It's a baby, dog. It's going to be there when you get back," which is the wildest quote ever.
And then he said, but when he followed up, well, hopefully, talking about hopefully it'll be there. Like what?
So
let's hope.
For context, Rudy Gobert of the Minnesota Timberwolves was unavailable for a playoff game the other night because he wanted to be present for the birth of his child. And this caused a bit of a stir on the internet, which, to be clear, is the stupidest shit ever. While I understand that it is a playoff game, and I do understand that it is an important game, and he's played millions of dollars to play a game, that is his child. Fuck all of y'all. What the fuck are you talking about? Do you know the amount of things that could go wrong during that time? How things could change in a quick instant if you happen to not be there, which you could miss or not be a part of? Shut the fuck up. Y'all sound stupid. I'm mad as shit that this was even a thing. Like,
and they won. Like they won the goddamn game to make it
easily
like crazy.
It wasn't even fucking close. They smoked them niggas.
Yeah, convincingly. Right.
Was that his first child, or is that?
Yeah, that was his first child. Yeah.
To be fair,
you only have that experience once in your life. Well, why? Why is that a big thing?
Here's the thing. Even if you have 3 kids, you only have the experience. How many things you can say you only done 3 times? Like, it ain't a whole lot of shit. Like, because we are creatures of habit. Once we start doing shit, we start doing shit. It ain't a whole lot of experiences you can only say you ever had 3 times in your life. Like, your children are your children. Fuck that game. Like, y'all dumb. And then niggas is on Twitter.
Really play the next day.
Like, it's just goofy. It's just goofy. Like,
yeah, big time.
He will be back for the next game, and then who's to say they won't be back next year? The same goddamn.
Right,
Man,
like,
yeah.
right.
I would imagine Minnesota. I don't know for sure. I'm not in that man's business like that.
I mean, missing this game for that baby. I see you.
It's the baby, bro. It's gonna be there when you get back. We hope.
Right.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The baby gonna be trust me.
but unnecessary.
The baby gonna. It don't know. Whatever you about to think you about to do with the baby, he gonna be asleep.
Need that skin to skin contact.
Okay, you get skin to skin in 2 days.
Right on the titty. The whole time, right on the titty. Need some milk.
Look, I get you want to be with your wife and smile and stuff, and your good NBA healthcare insurance.
Right.
It's because of you playing.
Right. Trust me, they got everything.
So first child.
That's just
that was like a magnificent example of why I don't watch that shit. Like all niggas gonna do is yell. I ain't never gave a fuck about what Rashad McCants had to say about any topic in the history of Earth. So I damn sure ain't about to start watching that shit to hear what he's saying now. So like, yeah.
I ain't talking about Rashad McCants when Rashad McCants was playing basketball.
Right. Like no.
No, you could tell Gil just talking from like his own experience. Like you wouldn't be there for your kid.
Gil's
you
a pretty shitty human being. He's been pretty consistent.
Right.
Gil's not a great dude.
That's where his content coming from. Like you talking about what you would have did. Like you can't. Everybody not the same. You know what I'm saying? The birth of somebody's child, especially the first one. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to be there. You want to be there, man. If you could be there, you want to be there. And I don't fault the guy, you know what I mean, for doing that. And then, like you said, the whole grand scheme of things was he took off from a game that they convincingly won. So
Exactly.
what's the problem? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I got like,
What are we talking about? Basically, that's the thing. What the fuck are we really talking about? Or are we just saying shit because we like to have shit to say? I don't know.
Well, no,
Left,
like,
left.
Move on.
What you got there? What's that?
no, I was actually about to ask you what you got, but right now,
We can't read that shit, bro. You know, can't nobody see that shit.
it's a
You gotta-
Cuban round.
Oh, okay.
I got a Macanudo espresso and cream.
Ooh,
That's
delicious.
That's a great morning cigar. A cup of coffee with that motherfucker is delicious. I've had that before. A cup of coffee with that cigar is great, sir.
I got
Try
a few in the bag. I was holding a couple joints for tomorrow. I got a Project 40. Like, I can't read right now because
You say you got a Project 40?
Yeah.
Let me have that. How much you want for it?
Watch them out.
Listen, I gotta ask. Damn.
A factory smoke.
All right, let's not do that. All right, hold on. We can do that off here, because we about to sidetrack, and that's about to be a rabbit hole. We're not gonna get into that. What we are gonna get into is this, though. Yes, that's premium shit right there. Two players in the NBA playoffs right now are garnering a ton of attention. I want to gather some opinions on both of them. One at my own detriment, because I really don't want to have this conversation while this gentleman is on this program, but I'm going to. But we're going to start in the Western Conference. Everybody is on the Ant-Man wave. Ant is having his, his arrival, coming out party, whatever you want to call it, metaphorically. Pause if necessary.
He wants the world to know.
That's what he's doing now. The comparisons is what I want to have the conversation about. I'm not going to get into whether or not I'm not comparing that young man to Michael Jordan. Kiss my ass. Y'all doing too much. He's playing well. Shut up though. Like, literally, shut the fuck up. Like, y'all wilding with that shit. So I'm not going to have that conversation. The conversation I am going to have, because people are seeing this game and they're comparing them a lot to oh wow. Yeah, no, get that off. That's spam, Star. It's always spam on fucking what's that shit? Twitch is king of spam. Anyway, where was I at? I'm sorry, spam threw me off. That fucked with me. I hate them things.
Ant-Man in the West. Ant-Man in the West.
Ant-Man in the West, and they're saying that he's the next Jordan. I'm not trying to hear that shit. But when I look at his game, I hear a lot of people saying Kobe, and everybody knows how where I'm at when it comes to being. But I don't see Kobe. I see way more Dwayne Wade. And I want to know what the panel thinks when they see Ant play, and whether there's another player that they draw comparison to based on that. I'll start with you, Kev. I haven't heard your voice in a while so far, bro. What do you think?
To answer the question about him being Kobe or MJ, I gotta see more. It's plain and simple.
I agree. I would hope everyone thinks that.
Yeah. I don't know. We have to come back to that. Let me think about that real quick.
I mean, he has like thrown the fadeaway into the game, and like in terms of his athleticism, if he get to the basket, he's dunking on the basket. So like from that perspective, like if you're talking about 22 Jordan before he was ordained as whatever people think that he is, then you can kind of see that, especially more than I don't know about Kobe. I feel like Kobe might have been a little more polished than Ant-Man is at this present moment when they was both the same age, but I could see young Jordan comparisons for sure.
Young Jordan, all right. I'll give you young, still keeping the shape up, gold chain, Mike. I'll give you that comparison. I definitely not fully. I don't see Kobe at all personally.
No,
I don't know. That's just me. But I will always say anywhere we have these conversations, I'm insanely biased with anything with that brother involved. So I don't hide it, and I don't try to. So I'll put that out there. But I don't see Kobe. Honestly, I see a lot of Wade in that he gonna get to that rim, bro. And Wade was crazy. Like prime D Wade You wasn't because he didn't give a fuck about shooting jump shots. The jump shot was just a thing for balance.
I think that's where the
nigga
difference
was
come in is that like
Yeah.
I feel like Ant-Man do give a fuck about the jump shot more than young D Wade did. Like and like he's hitting fadeaways now where like you know what I'm saying out the post where I don't know that D Wade was doing that until he knew his knees was fucked up and he was playing
Until he had
second
to. Yes, it was a necessity.
Yeah.
Right. Fair enough. What you think, Tone?
I think, man, I just think that what obviously the way that today's game, you know, is changing, evolving, the social media, technology, everything is just getting better, you know, for these guys. And I think I see a lot of everybody who we're comparing him to in him. And I think because of, you know, like I said, what we're seeing, what he's seen before, he's putting all that into his game. And you know, he's putting his mark on it. Like, yeah, he attacking the basket like how D Wade would, and like you said, yes, looking like a young, you know, Air Jordan, you know what I mean, rock the cradle J. But you know, he also working on his jump shot. His shooting is getting crazy. He hitting tray balls, and my man loves to play defense.
That's the part about his game I love.
He's wanting to be the total package. I really think he got it in his mind. Like, I want to be, you know, that next guy. You know what I mean? So if I got to take a little bit of Mike, if I got to take a little bit of Kobe, I got to take a little D Wade, and then put my spin on it. Yeah, he got it, man. To be honest, yeah, you could see the Mike, but I just see a ball player who's trying to become the best, man, and boy, just you know, doing whatever it is that he got to do.
I think the comparisons are a natural thing, bro. I think that's just what we do. I think that's what we all do, especially in basketball. I don't think any other sport suffers from it as much as basketball, honestly. Like in basketball, we always comparing somebody to somebody. Like it happens, I think, way more. Like I think, like even in football, it's like you hear the comparisons, but people temper that shit real quick. You be like, oh, he's the next Jerry Rice. Slow the fuck down. Nobody's the next Jerry Rice. Like they shut that shit off quick. But we didn't have 87 next Michael Jordans. Niggas was saying Harold Miner was Michael Jordan, my nigga. Like it's different in basketball. The comparison levels are just not to be like trifled with as opposed to any other sport.
Right, because that was around Harold Miner time was when Clarence Weatherspoon was Baby Barkley. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Just the worst of everything in these comparisons. It don't
right, exactly.
Clarence Weatherspoon. That was the era of Yinka Dare.
That was the era of very bad Sixers basketball.
Carl Shackelford.
When Dana Barros is your bucket, your team is crazy bad. Like when Dana Barros is the bucket, like that's the bucket. That nigga is your bucket. You in bad shape, bro. You can't do nothing with Dana Barros.
Real bad.
That's super fucking bad, bro. Like, but you know, who else? What was the boy who dropped 50, 40? Was it 50? Willie
Burton.
Willie Burton.
The pal took us to that joint.
Wasn't we at that game?
Yeah, man. That was the craziest game. He had, I think, either 54 or 56, bro. He could not miss. It was the
Willie was cooking them niggas that night. We was definitely at that game. That's why the name popped up so quick. Yep. Crazy, bro. So the next player who I want to discuss. Let's talk about Jalen Brunson, y'all, because realistically, his play, unbiasedly, is worthy of a discussion. We really got to talk about it. This Knicks team is not that good, y'all. It's Villanova and them. It's them three niggas dragging everybody else along, bro. Like Anobi showed up last night.
And Anobi.
Man, OG showed up last night. I ain't respecting these niggas. You lucky I'm talking about them. Don't make me end this shit now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You ended it as soon as you said Jalen Brunson. He got that big ass smile on his face. Like that was enough. We already talked too much about it. But no, to your point, man. Like when you think about the start of the season, how they was hitching their wagon to Julius Randle and RJ Barrett, and now neither of them exist. Well, RJ's north of the border and Julius Randle, I mean, are we ever going to see him in a Knicks jersey again? Like,
I hope not.
I'm about to say he doesn't want to be there. I hope they retain him personally.
And it's so crazy. You're right.
I wish he was there now to sabotage the whole thing.
He would fuck up everything.
And it's so crazy that like Josh Hart is like amazing right now. Like it was a Knicks fan in the beer store up the street, and he was talking all the kinds of shit. And I'm just grabbing my shit and leaving. But then he looked at me. He was like, Josh Hart or Jimmy Butler. And I didn't even want to answer. I just looked at him and walked away because I'm taking Josh Hart. Like, I mean, that's just kind of where it is right now today. Like you crazy not to take him, man. Like and I said this to other folks. Like he is what I wanted Tobias Harris to be. Everything he do is what you would expect somebody that's making Tobias Harris a salary to do on a daily basis, but nah. So like grudgingly, I'm a fan.
Damn.
That took a lot.
Go ahead, Les. The floor is yours. You got 30 seconds, motherfucker. You got 30 seconds.
I'm gonna take more.
20.
Because first
3, 2, 1. Fuck out of here.
I'm gonna commend Ty for actually being modest.
He don't want that shit. He don't want that shit.
No one bit.
Get your piece.
Fan of Josh Hart. That took a lot. That definitely took a lot.
He ain't wrong.
We like Josh Hart when he went to Nova. It's not. We don't hate Josh Hart. We hate your team. Talk, nigga.
Oh, shut the fuck up so I can talk, nigga. Shut the shit. God damn. All right. As far as Jalen Brunson goes, he's an enigma to the league because at his size, he shouldn't be able to do the shit that he does. Like, he's not particularly fast. He's not particularly big, but he makes the right basketball plays at all times.
Hey, yeah. Oh, Kev, you won't get this. Everybody here saw Corey Dickerson, Cornbread, play ball before. He remind me of Bread so much. Like, it's so funny how he remind me of Bread. Like, and like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I've never seen nothing like it. Like, he's just always gonna do the thing you need done.
Yo,
every single time. It's crazy to me.
He's the player that Larry Brown wishes that Iverson was as far as being coachable.
Wait a fucking minute. No.
About being coachable.
No.
About being coachable.
No. See, because you went right into my point like I knew you would. And I don't want to cut Tony Kev off because I'm going to let them get their Jalen Brunson piece off. But wait a fucking minute. Because this is what I heard this week. And we not doing Jalen Brunson, Allen Iverson comparisons. We are not. And mind you,
and I'm not comparing the two.
I'm with the shit when it comes to AI slander because I love fucking with Philadelphia people who love AI more than he deserves. I don't love that. Nothing pleases my soul more than fucking where Allen Iverson stands. But we not doing that. They no. Not saying that that's what you was doing, but if you was gonna go there, I'm cutting you off.
I mean, I'm gonna let your homies talk.
Stop jumping.
But like, just because I don't even like it, but he ain't wrong.
Who ain't wrong?
Left ain't wrong. Like if Larry Brown could have envisioned what he wanted out of Allen Iverson, it would have been Jalen Brunson.
Well,
I was just making sure he's not taking the next step with that comparison. That's all.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. But like, I mean, but this is more about Larry Brown than comparing Jalen Brunson to Allen Iverson. So like, fuck Larry Brown, I guess is the moral of what we saying.
Right.
Yeah, Look at us being on the same fucking page and you don't like it.
All right.
So, like I said, he's an enigma to the league because he shouldn't be as good as what he is, but he put the work in. And then on top of it, he's humble. He's a very fucking humble player. And it's not AI hate.
It's not AI hate.
Larry, let me explain something to you.
I'll explain myself afterwards.
I love AI as a player. I fuck with AI as a person. Like, cause to look at him and who he is and who he act like he a North Philly nigga.
I never had more fun at the TGI Fridays a day of my life than the day I was there when that nigga showed up. Yo, you ain't never enjoyed TGI Fridays like an AI night, nigga.
That joint got shut down today too.
Yeah. But
AI retired. That's how it's the power, nigga.
It's just a situation where you look at a coach who wanted fundamentals, and you got a dude who, like, he's basically the Tim Duncan of point guards. He make the right play all the time.
Throwing a lot of Hall of Fame names around with Jalen Brunson's name today, bro. You throwing a whole lot of
it's beautiful, ain't it? I've been waiting for this moment.
That's all right. You got about a week and a half left. Because Derek White about to drop 30 a game on y'all. Because all y'all attention gonna be on Jalen and fucking Jason. Y'all about to get cooked by Peyton Pritchard and Derek White. Mark it right here, nigga. Make sure I said it.
I don't know though. They I don't know. Boston's struggling right now though.
What, right this very second?
Yeah, they down.
That's okay. We NBA teams, they gonna fight. Yeah, I'm telling you,
they down 16 in the fourth.
Yeah,
who they Indiana, right?
No,
y'all got Indiana.
Cleveland.
They got
the Cavs.
Cavs.
But what I'll say is
they not losing to the fucking Cavs.
But what I'll say
not
is
for the series, they might lose tonight because Donovan a 50 bucket anytime he won it. But
yeah, Jalen been balling. Josh Hart is.
We talking about Jalen Brunson. We're not talking about the Knicks. We talking about Jalen. That was the question.
I got on a fucking Knicks jersey. If I'm not going to be a stand tonight, when I'm like, so like I said,
I just feel like we've been here longer than I wanted to be, and I want to move on. And I still gotta get my brothers down here opinion. So I'm trying to.
Jalen, he's nice.
Trying to be diplomatic.
He's nicer than what y'all thought he was. Josh Hart.
He's certainly now nicer than Dallas thought he was. Them niggas are mad as shit right now.
As they should be. Josh Hart can get a triple-double on any fucking night. It's just
what the fuck is the world coming to?
It's just in the car.
Sentence. You shouldn't even say that shit. Josh Hart can get a triple-double in there.
He can.
No, I'm saying I know it's true. It's just frustrating that it's true. What the fuck? Like, God damn.
And it hurts me to know that OG not gonna play on Friday. Fucked up hamstring and shit. But he been locking down all the fucking big men. Anybody from shooting guard, from small forward to center, he been in their fucking face. Like, it's crazy. Yes, Josh Hart. Hey Larry, if you ain't been watching the Knicks play basketball in these playoffs this year, you missing out on a motherfucker coming into their own. You are.
Wait a minute. Let's rewind that. Let's rewind coming into their own. Because to be fair, Josh Hart was cooking in Portland. They was just bad. And then he got traded to New York. And that's when that's when they got something different. On some real shit. Josh Hart, the last 3 places he's been, because he was in LA with Brian and he was balling.
New Orleans. He was all right in New Orleans.
He was in New Orleans playing ball. Like, Josh Hart can play.
He can play.
Josh Hart can't play ball. But what we're not going to do is make Josh Hart the next Scottie Pippen
right.
Brunson's, leading man or whatever.
You about to go overboard.
Wait a minute. I hate Scottie.
So don't complete team.
That's not a compliment. I hate Scottie, but I just was trying to give context. But we'll get into that conversation another day for another, because I don't want to. I could piss everybody off except for Ty, because Ty agrees with me about my Scottie Pippen is insanely overrated opinion. But another day.
Shit, he's overrated than Larsa Pippen. Like, seriously.
Damn. That was hard. Like, that was fucked up. Jalen Brunson, Tone, talk to me.
Listen, Jalen Brunson, man, he's a bucket, can score. Left-handed, so that's always a problem to deal with.
Shout out to Ty.
Listen, man, his pop was around, man. He know the game. He trained my man. He was getting busy in Dallas. Listen, boy's a bucket. He could score the rock. You know what I mean? Nothing bad to say with him on that. But of course, go ahead, gloat left. I mean, as you should. You know what I'm saying? Y'all balling right now. Y'all winning. But just imagine if Embiid wasn't hurt and we didn't have a dude number 12 on the team, we would have beat y'all.
I
We
was
would have
waiting
beat
for
y'all.
the Tobias
Because you
slander.
know what?
There
Because
was
you know
no
what?
way we was getting through that without Tobias slander.
Dog,
I
think
knew
about it. But no,
It's Tone.
yo,
I'm not
think about
surprised.
it.
He always got to bring up the bias.
Yeah, I hate him. But yo, think about it. Game 2, we shouldn't have lost that game. I don't know how the fuck we lost, but we shouldn't have lost that game.
the
That was one of
referees.
the
You
best.
know how we lost. The referees. They admitted it at the end. The no, the play upon which they scored the go-ahead bucket.
The pull on the
was a
jersey.
fucking foul. Anyway,
yeah, he got fouled 3 times on that possession.
Like,
but
Like,
I'm just saying
pick
that
one.
game
now,
4,
now
the game
my
4
question.
collapse.
Wait. My question is that the same game when Embiid decided to pull Mitchell Robinson out of the fucking air?
That might have been game 1.
Actually, I think that happened the next game. But either way, or the first game. Either way, we're not going to do a revisionist history. It is what it is. The Knicks won, and the Sixers did not, and it is what it is. Right. Your point is made that I don't know that the situation goes that way with a healthy Embiid. My man had one leg and one eye.
I don't believe so. It hampered them on defense. My man wasn't moving at all. He didn't want to
couldn't
box
jump,
nobody
hit a
out.
lift.
Yeah, he couldn't. So
He could get a bucket, but defensively he was a non-factor.
No, that was game 2 because that was the game that Embiid put up the 50 burger.
It was. The game 2 was the 50 burger was crazy. When 50 on one leg is insane. Like we really gonna look back after this is all done and really realize that B was really like out of control. Like
he liked it. He's definitely like that.
Out of control, bro.
Like I'm not going to shade him on the fact that he is who they say he is when it comes to being a nice, like he the best center in the league. He is. Who you think?
He's the best scoring center in the league.
Okay, all right. Cool.
He's the best bucket at that position in the league.
Right.
He is not the most complete best center in the league. That's still Joker.
Okay.
Like that's still Joker.
He's the best. He's the best scoring center in the league. Like he's a fucking monster.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a fucking dirty nigga.
Yeah, that he is.
The people in the balls.
Yeah, bro.
He had 2 nut shots in the same game and a fucking pulled fucking ankle. Like he's horrible. He's fucking horrible.
Hey man.
And had that been Draymond, he would have been out of the game.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Listen, niggas is wilding. Jamal Murray threw a heat pack at the ref.
Yo, a towel and a heat pack. It was 2 things he threw, right?
Crazy, yeah. He's wilding.
And he didn't get suspended at all.
At all. 100,000 though. 100,000 not light. We're not gonna act like 100K. Yeah. That's not no light. I don't fuck how much money you make. You don't want to give nobody 100K for something you ain't asked for. Like I'm not. I'm sure it won't hurt him in the end. But again,
he was
100K is 100K. Yeah, he was wilding. That's because the Wolves was in that nigga back pocket. He was disgusting. They had that motherfucker locked up. He was peanut butter on the roof of the mouth, my nigga. No movement.
Yeah, right.
Get nothing popping. That shit was a bad job. Them motherfuckers had him mad. That's why he was throwing shit.
Kind of dub. Shit.
Real quick. Let's Kev, Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, I mean, keep it quick, short and sweet. I mean, the dude is a baller. I mean, we saw it with the Sixers series. We're seeing it now. I mean, that's that Nova school, man, and these fucks know how to win the good games. I mean, it's just plain simple.
No,
it may not be pretty.
Big games, yeah. When you play in that many big games in college, it means something when you get to the next level. It really does.
Chip mentality. That's what I was saying with during the Sixers series. It's 2 different teams. I mean, one team wants to win the whole thing. The other team just going through the motions. Obviously, Tobias Harris, like we said, don't show up. Embiid, you never know. And then Maxi's the only one that's showing heart out there. And you got the Knicks team that just knows that type of situation.
Mm-hmm. They have that championship experience. It's a pedigree. Real quick, are we letting Kyle Lowry's awful performance off with a pass? Because he stunk. Let's not sugarcoat that. He had the championship experience and the pedigree, and Kyle Lowry's coming home. He stunk. He stunk.
You know what?
Mind you, he's old, but even in the moments, he stunk.
I think this was a bad matchup for him. He couldn't stay in front of anybody, any of the guards from Yoga. Maybe that's just a tell of him not being able to stay, in his league anymore.
I was about to say, if they move on, can he stay in front of Indiana's guards? I don't think so. Nemhard is cooking that nigga right now if he goes out there. Neesmith, all of them, they're cooking his ass if he try and get in front of them. I think it's just over. Like that's just where I'm at with it. I think the Kyle
Lowry trying to play defense.
And the other thing is
shaped like me.
This was the rationale.
This is a free one.
No, but hold up. Seriously, this was the rationale. And Bev go to Milwaukee and bring in Cameron Payne's awful shot selection ass having in here. So, like, the whole rationale was we need the extra money because we want the pedigree of Kyle Lowry. Like, we could have kept Pat Bev.
And if we kept Pat Bev and we never got rid of Andre Drummond,
it
might have been different.
That would have been a different series.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I was hurt when y'all let Pat Bev go. I was hurt as a Knicks fan. Because I like on some shit, it's a certain energy that Pat Bev gives. Now, mind you, he is a perpetual loser. But like
that is a wild juxtaposition to have. He gives great energy, but he's a fucking loser. Like, damn, like which one is it? Like,
if I go by the Nick Wright take, because he ain't won shit. But his energy on the floor is undeniable.
I am of the opinion that people like Pat Bev and Draymond Green have places on any successful type of basketball team. You need a dude like that to be
good.
and maybe not always at the level that they perform their antics with, but you need a dude who's willing to do that and be that on your team. You might need 2 or 3 of them niggas, but you need at least one who's willing to absorb all of that shit. Wants to be the villain, is out there doing the shit that the other people won't do, that the people like. It's just a certain energy that they have to bring. And Pat Bev, Josh Hart, Draymond Green, if you was here when the Sixers had the AI run, a motherfucker like a George Lynch, like you need a dirty that'll just throw an elbow in a nigga chest for no reason at all and stand there and dare. Like you need one of them ass niggas on your team when you get to that level.
We are from Philly. We are Philly. So it is certain shit that when you see a player who plays ball, whatever fucking sport you want to talk about, whether it be football, basketball, baseball, hockey, if it's a player who plays with the Philly mentality, when they play with the grit that is known by this city, like that make you feel like a motherfucker, like he has that it factor when it comes to ball in Philly. Like he could go ball at any fucking playground in Philly and they gonna love him because he play like us.
Facts. There's an appeal to it for sure. There's definitely an appeal to it.
So for me, like, and me not be like, and don't get it wrong, I support the Sixers anytime they not playing the Knicks. So they get 78 games of the season from me rooting for them. But them 4 when they gotta play the Knicks, no, it's fucking gloves off.
Understood. That's fair.
But I didn't like that trade for the Sixers. I didn't like that for the Sixers.
I would agree with that. All right. So we have one more thing to get into. It is our first non-sports topic. Well, our second actually, because the Fat Boy topic was funny as shit to me, and that was kind of non-sports. All right, so Drake and Kendrick, whole lot of dirty laundry being aired, very catty, very, very girly sort of battle rap argument thing that they are having. It's as my students say, it's very messy. It is it's the other part, and I kind of made fun of this last week that has come out of this is the rap nerds. And by all, and if I'm being very honest and transparent, I too am a rap nerd. I am not gonna lie like I am not. I am that guy who breaks down bars and has those discussions. I'm also a battle rap fan. So like I'm into that shit. That's me. I get that. But also I hate y'all. So let me like follow that up quickly with that part. I hate y'all. And who is y'all? You rap nerds who have blogs and podcasts and pages, and a song is out for 2 hours and y'all got a thorough review of it 32 seconds later. I hate all of y'all. Like, and I just want to be super clear on that. I love your dedication. I hate the fact that you won't even let us enjoy it before you try to dissect it. And then I don't even like the song because all I've heard is your dissections. And it's all really copy and paste to begin with. So as a battle rap fan, one of my favorite battle rappers, my guy Frack. Frack made a parody of this. And I'm gonna let you watch the parody, and then I'm gonna tell you the reception that the parody got. And this is exactly the
break
come
down
on.
some of the bars.
I want to hear it. Come on.
Barry the bars pointer.
Freaky ass nigga use a 69 guard.
Let's start with that one, D'Lo. Freaky ass neighbor. You're a 69 god.
Neighbor.
He a fan. F-A-N. Fan. Freaky ass neighbor. It's an acronym.
Oh.
Baca got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy. Certified pedophile. Why did he say pedophile, not pedophile? Well, what is OVO, Sealy?
An owl.
Pedophile. Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. Now,
He's talking
the
in
obvious
studio.
breakdown, you know,
B minor, C
B minor, A minor. It's like a chord, but also A minor because allegations of being into younger people. But the deeper meaning, Kendrick has called Drake a white boy. Well, the A minor scale is the only minor scale that only has white keys. No black keys. K dot, you son of a. Speaking of bars.
Mind blown. God damn. They went to like the bottom of the ocean for that motherfucker there, boy.
What's really funny is that that's absolutely a parody of him making fun of people who actually put those types of pieces of publication out. And the comments thought he was serious. It was one of the funniest things in the whole fucking world. But I say all that to say I'm not the only one making fun of rap nerds. How do you all feel about the rap nerds? Am I being too harsh on these people, or is it like, or am I? It's like that was a real thing. Like what he just did. There's literally a podcast on Spotify that does that to songs. All of them. It's called Dissect. It's really fucking weird to me. But I don't know. Somebody else let me know how you feel.
I mean, listen, I listen. Obviously, I listen to rap music and all like that. I ain't dissecting. I ain't listening to it. If I hear something hot,
you're not a rap nerd. You're not a rap nerd. That's okay.
Not at all. But I mean, hey man, it's something out there that everybody do that somebody don't like, or they
wild to me,
like,
bro.
It's like man, hey, we got these cameras, we can press record. You know what I mean? Like, hey, people gonna do it, man.
Listen, man. The internet is the internet. We're gonna do those things. It is.
I mean, like if the internet was popping like this, what 25, 6, 7, 8 years ago, there'd have been a whole Jay-Z and Nas just like devoted shows to the shit that they were saying back and forth to each other. So
right,
like, you know,
right, yeah. No, you not. That
it is what it be.
That is context. That's context, sir. Thank you. I need that sort of perspective to keep me grounded sometimes. Kev, are you do you give a damn about this? Have you tapped in at all?
Well, all right. Well, I'm not a rap nerd either. I do listen to some rap, not the biggest fan, but no, not really. But I mean, like you said, people just find reasons to talk about it, dissect it, do whatever they got to do. It's what people have is the camera in their hand. They say what they gotta say, and they're just trying to get views. That's all. That's how I see it.
It's for
Personally.
hits and engagement. It is. It is.
Yeah.
And listen, I want the engagement too. Watch my shit. I get it. Like I don't begrudge nobody for how they get it all. I don't know. I find it weird that it's not original though. Like that's my problem. Like if you want to give me a breakdown, give me a breakdown. But what I feel like every breakdown is like the first breakdown, copy and pasted, pushed into this slot, and like, all right, I'm gonna get some views too. What he said was smart. I'm gonna say it in my own words. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
Yo,
I get it. It's just everything's not really original anymore. I've been saying it for like whether it's podcast or just music in general. Like nothing's really original there. It's all just copy and paste of what everyone else is doing.
Nothing new under the sun. It's never what you do, how it's
done. Yeah, like one of the things about it is like what I've seen on the interwebs is people will take the first take and then expound on it and add some extra shit. So it's like it keeps building.
Right.
It ends up building into a bigger situation. And now you done turn one rap into a fucking MIT synopsis.
Dissertation ass nigga.
Yeah.
Dissertation head ass nigga. But yeah, no, I don't know, man. I'm sorry, rap nerds. I know I'm hard on y'all, but like, pause. I just need y'all to chill. I really do. All right, we are at 151. So real quick, before I'm gonna cut it feels like everybody's in this positive space. So the most negative segment of the show is Eat a Dick of the Week, where everyone picks somebody to eat a dick and they pissed them off this week. I'm gonna remove that because I feel like all these positive vibes, and plus Taz is gonna be Ben Simmons because that's just the energy he's on. Ben Simmons can eat a dick, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. So we just gonna let Ben Simmons serve as the general Eat a Dick of the Week for the entire group. So like Ben Simmons, just in case, eat a dick. There you go. Where we go? All right, real quick before we get into closing thoughts, my main man, the Colonel's in the building. Left brings us a special cologne selection every week so you can smell good and get bitches. Wash your ass first, just so you know. That is always the number one rule of the Colonel Cologne segment. Before you do any of this, you must wash your ass. Left.
All right, wait. Drop. Take that down first.
Okay.
Before you do that,
okay.
Moisturize.
Oh, my bad. Wash your ass and lotion. I shouldn't have to combine those because you're adult.
Wash your ass, moisturize.
But yes, that helps the smell stay. If you dry, you're not going to smell good long.
If I can make a modest request, can I please see that abolitionist picture again?
It is literally left as Frederick Douglass with shades on.
Yeah.
Photoshop is beautiful, sir. Photoshop is an amazing thing. Wow, it really is.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for that. I'm sorry.
Left, you're fragrant, sir, because I want to keep it under 2.
That shit right there. All right, so
Aqua Celestia Maison Française Kurjan for women and men.
Yeah. So this is a unisex fragrance. If you look into the main accords, remember I'm a dude who's about the powdery notes. But
right.
This shit is beautiful. I went into not Bloomingdale's. Neiman. I went into Neiman Marcus trying to get a different fragrance. Gentle Fluidity Gold. I was trying to get that because that was going to be my fragrance for tomorrow. Everything about tomorrow, the theme is gold, and that was going to be my fragrance. But I smelled this, and this shit is fucking bananas. Like,
actually, it has hints of citrus.
like it's
powdery, spicy.
It's green citrus, aromatic, musky, powdery, fresh, spicy,
yellow
floral, and sweet.
This nigga's professional, y'all. I want y'all to think y'all getting half-ass cologne suggestions. He's telling you the real shit. Go ahead, Les.
So, like this 2-ounce bottle, I dropped 180 on this bottle. This small bottle, but it's you spray this shit on, you feel like you spend $180 because I put that shit on the other day. I'm on the bus, and the first person that stepped on the bus was like, "God damn, you smell good." Yeah, it's one of them ones.
You could have got you some Jovan Musk and some cocaine for that money.
Hey, listen, this is some funny shit. There is a fragrance called Cocaine. I ain't smelled it because I don't want to know what Coke smell like.
Yo, what's the
He said get some Jovan Musk and some motherfucking cocaine.
You know how they be doing like the starter pack? Like what's the starter pack for that? That's the Jovan Musk and the Coke is the starter pack for the left fragrance. You gotta work your way up. You know?
That's crazy.
But this it's that word. It's I'm gonna make sure I bring the bottle with me tomorrow, bro.
Don't bring me no shit. I can't afford to buy cologne.
No,
I just want my son going to college in June in August, nigga. I'm broke.
Shit, you saying that shit like I don't got a daughter who was supposed to be graduating the fuck. Never mind. Cause she took a semester off.
Hey, listen, bro. We got 4 minutes left, and I'm gonna get these closing thoughts in. Want to thank all my guests, Brother Tony Promoter, Kev from G&T Sports Talk. Make sure y'all check them out on Wednesdays, YouTube every single Wednesday. Follow them on G&T Sports Talk on Instagram. Make sure you get with those brothers, and I'll be making an appearance on there soon enough. We'll get the particulars together and make that happen. My man Ty, whenever Ty got something new coming, we definitely gonna have him. Ty's just kind of freelancing. I'll probably invite him back. I got the 100th episode coming up, Ty, so we'll wrap. Brother Left, I didn't expect you to be here tonight, bro, but I'm glad you pulled up. I hope it provided a moment for you to just kind of have something else on your mind and to do.
Right. Every fat joke was just to take your mind off of the heaviness that you got going on in real life.
I see what
no
you
pun
did
intended,
there.
right? No
I
pun
see what you did there. Good. You was good. You was quick on your feet.
Oh, I gotta move. All right, real quick, Kev, closing thought. Give me 20 seconds, closing thought. Just the last thing for us to part with.
Thank you guys for having us. I mean, this has been fun, and 2 hours that went by fast.
It always does. I tell people all the time, 2 sound like it's long, but it ain't. I promise it's not.
Yeah, hopefully I can come back. We can do this all again.
Hey, bro, you absolutely will be back. No question about that. Tony Promoter, my guy, tell me something you got going on.
Yo, and then he said he put the promoter after the name because I promote comedy and poetry. It's a show we do every third Friday of the month. Tap in, follow me on Instagram. Link is in the bio. We got free wine, the acts and everything that comes down there. Amazing, great show. Left and Kev was a part of it. Good things, good vibes down that joint, man. But what I want to say is, closing thoughts is, I want to know how y'all feel about it and how long y'all think it's going to last. Y'all see they did the cleanup down K&A. You know what I mean? Cops.
They're gonna be getting high this weekend, my nigga. I can tell you.
Like I said,
they're gonna be getting high this weekend.
They already get high.
I'm about to say, fuck you mean this weekend? They was high an hour ago. They're gonna be high an hour from now.
No,
I'm close. I think someone's popping a needle right now.
Right there,
the corner. They around the corner. They not on Kensington. They around the corner.
They coming right back to Kensington soon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was my thing. Like I said, it was a great thing that the city, decided to finally do this shit, right? But my thing is like, how are you going to police that You know what I'm saying? For it to not happen again. They even going to just move around the neighborhood, around the corner, the next block, the next alleyway, or the next whatever. Like I don't know if you can just eliminate that like that. You know what I mean? That
It's
easy.
like, all right, y'all got to get off the block. Oh no, I'll never do drugs again now.
right.
Look,
I'm sober now. I'm clean.
look, I'm gonna be quick on this. All right, when Jim Kenney first came into office, he did a situation where he cleaned up the trestle area near Lehigh Avenue.
Yep.
That was done in order to free up that area so that they could build condos further down Lehigh Avenue. It was all urban renewal. They were snatching up the area. Now, I used to work on the L, so I know that whole corridor, and it's a lot of stuff being built along that corridor. This has been put into place so that they can snatch up all those buildings that's along that K and A corridor because they've now fallen to a lower property value. That's all this is about. So they're about to buy up all of those pieces of land, and then they go and bring it back up, and they going to price out all the people that live in that area. I'm sorry to tell y'all that, but that's what the fuck it is.
A story as old as time. Story as old as time. Closing thought, brother T.Y. Ree.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't got fuck Ben Simmons.
Fuck Ben Simmons. I'm good with that. Closing thought left.
I didn't expect myself to be on here tonight.
Right.
And I apologize for the fact that this might bring the energy down. But
free your mind. That's what the space is for.
Today, and I'll say the last month of my life, been the hardest month of my fucking adult life. On April 10th, my father suffered a massive stroke and lost the function of the right side of his body. Praise God that his right leg is moving now and he's starting to gain function of his right hand. Speech is still off, but it's certain stuff that he say I can completely understand. He in good spirits, he fighting. And on April 27th, when I got the call that I lost my mom, my dad's progress has been the thing that's been able to keep me strong through this process. But I have to bury my mother tomorrow. And with us growing older, it's a reality. Because we don't want the inverse. We don't want our parents burying us. We don't want to bury our kids. So there's a part of me that wants to pat myself on the back for putting forth the effort and doing the things that needed to be. Like, me and my mom wasn't on the greatest of terms, but we did what needed to be done to make sure her wishes were met.
Thanks.
I love my mom. I wish this wasn't a reality, but today was the day where it finally felt real. And I'm grateful that this is a platform that I was able to use in order to get some of that off of me.
Facts.
I don't know how I'm going to respond tomorrow, but I was built for this. So for everybody who called, who texted, who sent a DM, who had kind words for me, I appreciate you. I truly appreciate you. Marge ain't raised no bitch. Marge ain't raised no bitch. So with that,
nigga,
we gonna walk this shit like we done walked it for these 45 years I've been on this planet. I love you, Mom. It sucks that this is where we at right now, but I'm definitely going to represent you like the person who told me that if a motherfucker bring drama to your doorstep, you kick them down them fucking steps. I love you, Mom.
Hey, and you gonna have little bro there with you if you need anything, bro. You ain't gotta worry about that.
Pop a Pepsi. I don't drink soda, but if,
but Mom love Pepsi.
Pop a fucking Pepsi.
If you happen to have a Pepsi around,
Pepsi for my
yeah. No Henny, a Pepsi will do. That's a proper tribute, indeed. Her and George having a Pepsi together, I would like to believe. Because the Lord knows my dad was a Pepsi drinking motherfucker, bro. That is for sure, for certain.
Yeah. Pack of Cools and I'll be cool.
That nigga started that shit. That's the nigga who started that shit right there. All right. I'm not gonna be too long. I just want to wrap it up real quick. I want a little over, so I'll edit it down and get it under. Housekeeping pieces. Next week we will not have a live show. I will replay a show. I don't know which show. I may put a poll up on the page and see which show y'all want to see again. But I'll replay a show next week. I will not be live next week, though. I'll be in the air around showtime on my way to the ATL for the weekend with my wife and to go, be ignorant for a couple days out of town. So therefore, there will be no show next week. But the following week will be our 100th episode. And that's a big fucking deal. Like, it's just no other way to put that. That's a big fucking deal. 4 years, 100 episodes is going to be goddamn grand, fantastic, and amazing. D-Hood will be in the motherfucking building. For those who are asking and checking and wondering, we will have D-Hood. I'm hoping Left will be there. I'm pretty sure Left will be there. I'll have a few other surprises and guests and folks in the building with us. We're gonna make some shit happen, but it's gonna be a whole lot of motherfucking fun. Please make sure you're in the building. Like I said, next week, no live show. Following week, episode number 100. Tone, you have an open invitation, as do you, Ty, as people who have been a part of the show to come through, celebrate with us. We'll have some best of clips. Ty, you definitely have a clip because your Dwight Howard rant is classic, and that's absolutely going up in the next couple of weeks on the Instagram page and on Facebook. You had to be there. I'll just post it because I can't do it justice by describing it. Ty had a classic rant. It was very, very funny. But yeah, so Left, you'll be littered throughout that reel. Tone, I think it's one in there. We got a lot of shit, man. We're gonna celebrate all the fun we have had over the last 4 seasons and 100 episodes and the shit we done and the shit we laughed at and all that. So make sure y'all pull up 2 weeks from today, 7:30 for episode number 100. Closing thought. Left was kind of heavy, and I don't want to continue that. So I want to pull up out of that. I had a closing thought, but I'm gonna pull up off of that one, and I'm gonna go to this one right here. It's a million motherfucking things you could do when you wake up in the morning. And being a hater is the last one you should choose. Let a motherfucker do what they gotta do without you being in their shit. Like, grow the fuck up, y'all. Y'all gotta grow the fuck up. There's way too many niggas out here hating on motherfuckers because they are doing things that either A, you don't have the ability, or B, you don't have the heart. Stop bitching, little nigga. Pull your pants up, make it happen for yourself. Stop being a motherfucking hater. And that's just, that's how I feel. Also, shout out to Not By Proxy for the t-shirt. I one day had a quote on the show, and I said the internet fucked up tricking, and Rob Riley, owner of Not By Proxy, decided to put it on a t-shirt for me. Shout out to this brother. The internet did fuck up tricking. Everything's $40 now. Y'all fucked up the price of pussy on the internet, and that's your fault.
$40.
$40, exactly. And last but absolutely not least, shout out to my daughter who has a final. She does this board every single week. She is my executive producer. She always makes sure the episode is updated. She leaves little messages. You can't see them, But she has a final tomorrow, and we want to wish her luck on it. And she told me to make sure everyone wishes her luck. And that is going to be my final call. We went a little long tonight, but this was a lot of motherfucking fun. The sports topics kept it going. This was great, gentlemen. I appreciate everybody's energy this evening. I appreciate all of y'all in the comments for pulling up, having a little bit of fun with us. We talked a little shit. Now it's time to go home. Star, we up out of here. Peace and major motherfucking blessings. LAP, 2 weeks from today, episode 100. Make sure you're here.